group, the amputee group. We also want to thank the sponsors from the hospital who prepared food, who allow us to use this room. We want to thank Brittany, who comes down every time we meet. And she's from the therapy session of the hospital, but she's here to help us with whatever our needs are, so we thank her. We also want to introduce, for those that don't know her, Holly Crane. She's a part of our amputee group. She now works at Nelda's office, so you'll see her if you go over to the office, you'll see Holly. But she's eager, she's enthusiastic, and that's what we need. We need that type of behavior and activity from everyone. We're going to be pulling on a lot of you this year to help pull this amputee group meeting together. One of the big things that we're doing this year is we're looking for sponsors who can donate, and I'm going to say resources. Of course, we know that means money, but I'm throwing it out to you, and I'm not asking you to dig in your pockets, but I'm asking you to dig in your brain. And if you know of people who have businesses, corporations, people that we can send a donation letter to, asking them to help our organization grow. We want to grow it in number. We want to grow it in, what's the word I'm looking for? We want to be visible. Not just this little local area, but we want to be visible to all parts of Houston. That's why we now have 2 groups, possibly a 3rd group maybe starting up. But if you know of any organizations, corporations, little businesses, anybody, and as we always say, everything helps. If they only want to donate $10, $20, that's fine. We're not going to turn that away because it all helps to fund these meetings. So put on a meeting like this, as simple as it may seem, it's about $600, and that's excluding the food. You know, the gifts that Nelda puts on those tables every month, that comes out of their pockets. So we really are pulling on you guys to give us some help with who do you know that we can call on and possibly either partner with us, sponsor us, or just drop off a donation to the group so that we can kind of pitch in and help Nelda get things, you know, continue to get things going and keep them going and grow our group. Put the glasses on. Did everybody in this group get notebooks? We gave out bags, and in that bag was a notebook in there. Did everybody get those?
It's navy blue.
It's navy blue. We have some somewhere. Okay.
We give them when you first come.
When you first come, we usually give you a blue bag. It says help on the outside with the logo, and there's a white.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's got they're full of resources in it, and it's a great place for our handout. We like to keep it together.
And we want you to bring that to the meetings, because when we give you handouts, we want you to put it in your binder so that you will have a resource at the end of the year that you can go back and flip through and see what you might, have questions about. It might already be in your notebooks. We may have either covered it, or we might be getting ready to cover it. It's also a place to write down your questions so that when you come to the meeting, if you have questions about anything that may not even be pertaining to the subject of the meeting, if you just have a question, we want to be able to help you. We want to be able to answer it for you. That's another reason why we give out the evaluation forms. And you don't have them on your table. Well, you might on your table. But we really need you to fill those out, because at the bottom, it talks about comments. And if you want to talk about, well, the food wasn't that good today, and people weren't friendly, or whatever you want to say, we want you to put it at the bottom of those papers, the evaluation papers, because we actually go through those and check them, and then we also look at what you're interested in. You might be interested in driving. I want to drive one day, but I need an adaptive device on there. We're going to have someone come in and talk about that.
Next month.
Next week, next month?
Yep.
Okay, next month. That'll be all about the driving. Today we're going to be talking about the ADA, the American Disabilities Act. And George is going to be here. George Powell, he came, and he's going to share some information with us in just a minute. I'm just looking over my list. Okay. Last year, we had some speakers that came in from the West Gray Multi-Purpose Center. And Sherman is one of our members that goes. He's a regular. He attends all the time. And it's a gym. That's the best way I'm going to say it. It's a gym. But the gym has so many things that are available to persons that have disabilities or handicaps. I went Tuesday and I was just amazed. I was just sitting there in awe at what was available to us. And at that 1 o'clock hour on Tuesdays, that gym fills up. Blind people are coming in, and to see these people work out with no help, I mean, it just floored me. There's a swimming pool there. You do have to have a doctor's release that says you're okay to get into the pool. But if you can't walk, they have wheelchairs lined up all on the side. You can get in a wheelchair, they roll you down into the pool, and you can do whatever workout you need to do in the pool. There are hand cycles to ride on the trail outside if you want to ride the bike outside. Wonderful trail, enclosed fence is wonderful. They have a lot of classes. Blind yoga, they have yoga for Parkinson's, they have yoga for everything. They have a beading class where you learn to bead. There's a nice room where you can kind of go sit and have lunch. There's no cafeteria, but people tend to bring their lunch in, or they go right in the area and buy lunch, come in and sit down and fellowship with everybody. It's a wonderful place. And so I brought some applications that they gave me, and on the back, there's a section the doctor has to fill out if you want to get in the pool. Now, if you don't want to get in the pool, the doctor doesn't have to fill it out. But this is an application, and I would recommend the pool for a lot of us. It's excellent on your joints, you're underwater. You're not gonna feel it till you get out the water, but it's good for mobility. And there are lifeguards there to help, there are people there to watch over you. You do have to have a little short, 5-minute tour that introduces the pool to you and the people that work there, so you'll know when you go the next time or that time if you're planning to get in the pool. But I recommend West Gray. So we have the applications here, and we also have a schedule of all the activities that daily of what they do. Once you go, there's a calendar that will be there that you can pick up and keep. The other thing is, this is called free tax help. And if anybody has to do taxes, this is some information on getting free tax help. So that will be here on the table as well. The last thing, I'm sorry.
Can I ask about West Gray real quick?
Yeah.
Do they have equipment, like, if I wanted to play wheelchair basketball, I don't have my wheelchair, do they have that?
Yes, they have everything you
They
need.
have everything you could possibly need. Wheelchair rugby, wheelchair tennis, wheelchair basketball,
So you don't
you
have to.
name it. And the wheelchairs are there, because it's a special type of wheelchair you have to use. So all that's there. It's the same with getting in the pool. If you don't have your leg to get in the pool, not this leg, but if like if you have several legs and you have one that you call a shower leg that you use in the shower, you can also put that in the water to swim. If you don't have that leg with you, they have wheelchairs that you roll down in there, and it's not your wheelchair, it's the ones that come from the center. You roll down into the water. There's a lift that lifts you down in the water and picks you up out of the water. I'm just telling you, it's an awesome place. It's an awesome place. And just to see the energy and the enthusiasm of all the people that come that are trying to better themselves. And that's what we would be going for, to better ourselves, to walk better. I want to walk smoother. I don't want to walk like a duck all my life. You know, that ducking walk. I don't want to do that. I want to walk smooth. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be able to keep up with two-legged people, but then you never know. You know, the more you go, the stronger you get. So I want to go. I've committed to going, and you'll understand that in just a minute about the commitment. But I've committed to go every Tuesday. I wish I could go more, but right now I can see it's only going to be Tuesdays. But I'm going to be there. So the last thing I want to mention is last year and year before, everybody got a phone directory. Do you remember that? Yes? No? If you just came into the group, you didn't get one. Or maybe it could have been in a notebook, I don't know. But it's a phone directory of all the members here in the group. And we do one every January. I would like to do January and July, mid-year. But what we do is we put your name down, your address, that would be city, state, and zip code. We also put down your phone number, we put down your email address, and we put down your date of birth. And your date of birth, we only want your day and your month. We don't want your year. That's not anybody's business. It's just your month and your day. But we give out these phone directories to everyone, because right now, as you know, I'm the one that calls everybody to remind you of the meeting, right? I don't really wanna be the only one. I know there are many of us that could also assist in that area. And with that phone directory, you can say, Ms. Karen, I'm gonna take A to C, or A to F, or whatever, and I'm gonna call them every week. Now, I probably will still call you, cause I enjoy hearing your voice, I enjoy talking to you. But I want us all to chip in, that's one way we can do it, we can all help by calling. And then with the phone directory, you may develop friends in here. I'm just gonna pick at Sherman and Mr. Rubach. They've been in here, they've been here before, but guess what? Today, they kind of started a little friendship going. They realized, oh, our birthdays are a day apart, or 2 days apart. They have some other similarities, and maybe they want to talk outside of this meeting. They have each other's phone number. You'll have other people that you can call and check on. Miss Emma and Lucy are not here with us today because Miss Emma doesn't feel well. We know that she's battling with cancer, and that's not the reason she doesn't feel well, but it would be nice for her to hear from some other people, other than myself, male and female. Yes.
The numbers change, you have to change it because new people come in and we don't know how to get in touch.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna pass this around today, this yellow one. Even if you filled it out last year and you know that all the information is the same and nothing has changed, then you don't have to put information on here, because I already have it. But all of the new people who have joined us within the last year and a half, then I would suggest that you put your information on here. Now, that's only if you wanna be on the directory. Some people don't want their information out, they don't wanna be on the directory. That's okay, that's fine, but if you do, please fill that out. And then the last thing, I think that's all I have for now, because I think I'm gonna turn it over to Matt, who's gonna introduce George, right? Yes.
Are we gonna do smart goals or not?
No,
We're gonna do that.
we're gonna do George first.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just gonna.
Cool.
Are you, is my name?
Alright,
Huh?
Vivian, is she okay?
Vivian, she was with us yesterday, I don't know if she's coming today, but she was with us yesterday and she was doing fine.
Last couple of times she wasn't here.
Yeah, well, I think it's transportation. No, today is grandchildren. I don't think she has someone to watch get the grandchildren at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, so Matt's gonna introduce George.
alright. Just a little thing. Does everybody here, does everybody know what their rights are under the ADA?
Your disability
Their
rights.
disability rights? Under the Americans with Disability Act, okay, that's awesome. This guy here, he is with the Southwest ADA Center. George Powers, he is going to sit and talk with us, or he's gonna stand and talk with us about your rights and responsibilities. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have. He has a plethora of knowledge. For those of you who know what plethora is, I salute you. But anyone, George, take it, it's all yours.
Yeah, so I work at the Southwest ADA Center. I'm a lawyer there, actually. And what we do is we provide guidance on the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and other disability rights laws. In other words, we just answer people's questions. We try to educate people about what the law is, what their rights are, and responsibilities, like I said. There's 10 of us, there's 10 centers across the country, and we're funded by the government to provide the service that we provide the federal government. So, who here knows what the Americans with Disabilities Act is?
Has anybody heard of it?
Yeah.
Heard of it, but I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a law, right? It's a law. And the purpose of the law is to ensure that people with disabilities have equal access. It's an anti-discrimination law, a civil rights law. So there's like the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and that makes sure that people can't be discriminated against because of their color, of their national origin, their religion, and sex. And so the ADA kind of extends those protections to people with disabilities. And there's, 5 main titles of the ADA, but really 3 of them are important. The first is employment. You guys wanna hear a bit more about employment, or do you wanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, Title I, that's the employment section, it applies to, all employers that have 15 or more employees. So if you work for a company that has less than 15 employees, you are out of luck. Yeah, so what that means is they can actually discriminate against you based on your disability. Some states have, like more protections, like Arkansas, I think has 4 employees or more, but in Texas it's 15.
Did you say 1-5 or 5-1?
1-5. Who here is working or has issues at work because of this?
I'd like to work.
I'm not working now, but my goal is to try to get back to work this spring. Gerald, I'm gonna get you a number because, I know my company will donate a sponsor. So,
Yeah, but can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
That don't mean, like you said, they can't discriminate you. Typically say that we ain't hiring, you know, so.
Yeah, what's your
Ain't so much difference, huh? Mario?
Mario?
Yeah, they can say, well, you're hiring, well, yeah, but then when they see you, whatever, well, not at this moment, maybe in a month, 2 months, I don't mean they're gonna call you, hey, come on.
Yeah.
But they can't say, well, no, we can't hire you, you're missing a leg, you're missing an arm, or, you know.
No,
I know they can tell you that, that's
That's
discrimination.
a good point, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And, people with disabilities are actually very underemployed, only 33% of us are employed at a job, which is much less.
You're right, that's all that.
Well, we don't study qualify. How do I not qualify if I'm doing a job, overqualified for this? I didn't hire you, but you're
Overqualified.
Overqualified. So yeah, that's not really discrimination. What that means is like, you have like too much experience or too much education
For
for
the
the
job
job.
that I require.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
overqualified.
Yeah, it is legal. Yeah. Like in Texas, they can choose not to hire you because of your hair.
Drive to work state.
Yeah. But they can't refuse you because of your disability. They can say like you're overqualified, or they can't say like you're in a wheelchair, you're in a wheelchair, so that's why we don't want to hire you.
They won't, I mean, yeah, but it's like you know, they look at you and say, well, yeah, we might hire you in a couple of months, you know, we're going to do this, but we ain't hiring right now. Although they might need a person like there, but by seeing you, they can't say, well, we can't hire you, you're on a wheelchair. That'd be discrimination right there.
Yeah, Mario makes a very good point, which is that a lot of times this discrimination is like subtle. You're not gonna tell me straight out,
Right.
you know, we don't wanna hire you. So you have to take like if you go for a job interview, and if you are qualified for it, and they don't give it to you, you have to, it's gonna be very hard to prove that the reason they chose not to hire you is because of your disability, right? Because they're not gonna tell you. So you have to look at the factors and the circumstances around it. Like, do they hire someone else that's less qualified than you, that has less experience and less education than you? And even then, you're gonna have to find some kind of motivation, like some email they have or something that talks about, your disability. It's really hard. It's really hard. Ma'am, I think you had a question?
I did, I'm not sure.
What's your name?
Renee.
Eric.
My question is on I know the ADA protects us sort of to, be hired, they can't discriminate against you. But what about, Medicare? You know how, I get this bill,
Okay, yeah.
okay, that takes away, when you're employed, it takes away from your Medicare, correct?
Yeah, so that's not the topic I'm not an expert at, that's the social security part of it, right, which is quite different from the ADA. But yes, if you go back to work, you put your benefits at risk. But there is a ticket to work program,
Yeah.
where you can
Make
try,
sure.
you can try out going back to work.
Oh,
And then-
try it out.
And then after a while, you make a decision whether or not you want to continue your benefits or finish your work.
Ticket to work.
So So it's on the Social Security website, and also if you contact the Social Security Administration.
They're gonna allow you, I think, depends on what, how much money they send you a month. You can be allowed to say, make $1,000 a month working without being televised. And after a certain amount, that's when they start, like, they're on the way to start about.
Oh, okay. I wonder how that works.
Yeah, but
I
they
see a
do-
lot of the people with disabilities that do have jobs, and I'm wondering, how do they get disability and working?
What it is, a lot of the people, they got to start. See, like in my case, I get disability, I get like through retirement, that's the way it's supposed to be, but it's disability. You got other people that, like, they have enough quarters, a lot of time, so they get what's called the state gives so much. And that's only something like minimum $600-700 a month.
And there's also cases where they may still be disabled and lose the benefit like the child support, but they're still getting insurance for that Medicare.
Right,
So
right.
there's cases like that too, the
Yeah.
Social Security Administration.
Yeah, they would tell you.
Sorry, George.
Yeah. Yeah, so just to go over the Title I, so it just pretty much says that, your boss, whether it's in the hiring process, your employer, whether it's in the hiring process or after you are hired, they're not supposed to discriminate against you because of your disability. Now what happens if they do discriminate against you? What can you do? Like, let's say you're at a job and your boss is a jerk, and he or she is discriminating against you because he doesn't like that you're an MPT. What can you do?
Get a hold of you.
I'm sorry?
Get a hold of you.
Hold of me? Not really. Not me. That's not my role.
It's like the employment, people, the labor board, something like that, labor department?
Close, yeah. It's the Equal
Yeah.
EEOC, Equal Opportunity Commission. So there's the different parts of the ADA are enforced differently. The employment part is enforced by the EEOC. So you can't even sue your boss, like, until you file a complaint. First you have to file a complaint with them, and then they do an investigation. And then after that, they send you something called the right to sue letter, and that's when you can file a lawsuit against you.
But another good thing too is to document everything. Document when it happens, the date, time, who you spoke to, or what, what happened, so that when you contact the EEOC, you had something to talk about, you have something to share with them.
Yeah, a lot of times what happens is,
Your word against theirs.
it is. And, so another thing, that's, related to employment is reasonable accommodations and modifications. How many of you guys know what those terms mean? We do have a couple. What about you, sir?
Reasonable,
Accommodation. Have you heard of that term before?
no,
What's your name?
Clarence, Lee.
Okay, reasonable accommodation, it just means like an adjustment or a change in the environment or the policy at work. So, like at my job, I type on the floor, right? My keyboard is on the floor. So that's not really normal for other people, right? So that's like a reasonable accommodation. Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about housing in a little bit. There's a reasonable accommodation for housing. Yeah.
But does that include, hotels, visiting hotels, reasonable accommodations?
Yeah, so that's another title, that's Title III, right? That's like, private businesses and stuff. Everybody kind of has an obligation to reasonably accommodate people with disabilities. It's really the main mechanism. So what was that?
No, I was just saying in restaurants.
Yeah, restaurants.
Or it's like now, like the buildings or stores or everything nowadays, you gotta have like ramps and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
maybe 4 years ago, they didn't have to or whatever, but nowadays, they build it here, whatever, they have to have ramps for wheelchairs and.
Yeah, so Mario was talking about like the physical access issues that, like stores and restaurants have to have.
Well, speaking of restaurants, is there any kind of clause or grandfather clause where some restaurants don't have to have this?
Okay, that's a great question. What's your name, sir?
Raymond?
Okay, so Raymond asked, if there's like a grandfather clause where older restaurants and stores don't have to have ramps and stuff? And the answer is no, there's no grandfather clause.
Cause there's a restaurant that I used to go to that I can't get into now because they have 3 steps in the front door, 3 steps in the side door. You can't get in.
So they didn't have steps before?
As far as I know, they've always had steps for day one, but they don't have any ramps or railings or anything at the steps.
Oh, now since you're an application, you can't get in there.
Since, yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't really matter it matters to a certain extent when the building was built. So the ADA was implemented in 1990,
Well, it's probably built way before that.
but even then, there's no grandfather clause.
So what keeps them from having to put in a ramp?
No one's brought it up.
Oh, I need to bring it up because I love their food. I can't get in.
So that's all, I mean, that's,
It's over on Washington,
Nobody's
it's a little
gonna-
taco place.
do anything until somebody brings it up.
Tacos, but they're on Washington.
Well, yeah, like I said, there's no ADA police, right? I'm not an ADA police
Yeah.
officer.
Yeah.
I don't go around.
I get it, but
Yeah.
it just seems cruel. Like there's a building that I used to go to, hair salon, and it's a brand new building, and the ramps are in the back of the building, but they're blocked by the 2 air conditioner vents. They put the vents right in front of the ramps. So a person can go up the ramp, but then you can't go anywhere. You just gotta roll back down because you still can't get into the building. Who do you just have to speak to management about that, or?
So like I said, there's no ADA police.
I'll join, I'll start.
I guess it'd be good to you let them know, and then,
Yeah.
I guess we have to get a hold of, they'll listen to you in a month, 3 months time.
What if that store said you can't come in because you're a woman?
That's discrimination.
It is.
Yes, that is.
Well, what do? Do you call the police?
I'll call
No, he filed a complaint.
You file a complaint or a lawsuit?
Yes.
Right, that's the
With,
same thing today.
is that complaint with the EEOC? No.
No, it's with DOJ, Department of Justice.
Gotcha.
But you do the same thing with the ADA, right?
So, but if you go back to the city and they have city inspectors that when they're building new buildings, they have codes they have to build them by. So is any of that kind of looked at by the building codes or?
Yes. So Texas has, design standards that are pretty much the same as the federal standards. So anytime there's new construction, it has to be compliant.
So everybody has to get a permit, or maybe this is the wrong word.
In Texas, there's a threshold on how much the construction costs, and at a certain point, you have to get a permit.
But back to occupancy, your final move in and all that stuff. I mean, like, you can't just call 311 City of Houston and say, hey, Mr. City of Houston, I can't get in this restaurant because they don't have a ramp.
No, you can't. But in Texas, you can call TDLR, which is the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. There's a way to file an accessibility complaint with them. Another thing is file a complaint with the DOJ on ADA.gov. And then another thing is you can call our protection and advocacy group, which is Disability Rights Texas.
So that's probably one reason they're getting away, some places are getting away with this, because nobody knows all that.
Yeah.
They don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Or they say, this is too much trouble, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't say
Yeah.
nothing, they just gonna leave it like that.
And because of the process, they want you to go through, file a complaint, do this. People get frustrated, it's like, just forget it, and they walk away from it, and then once again, it seems like the restaurant's getting away with it.
Why spend money they don't, unless somebody pushes something, they have it done.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it costs money. You don't want to spend money,
Right.
especially if no one's asking.
Right.
And if someone is asking, they might just be jerks and not want to do anything. If they know they're not going to file a lawsuit, right?
It's like yesterday, I mentioned to George about Joe B's grocery store. They don't have carts, those scooters to ride in the grocery store. And they told me they will not get them, adamantly, they will not get them. But as George explained, that's a personal device, scooters and wheelchairs, that's on us to have our own to go in there. But then I know a case of a person that had the newest scooter that's out there, the one that looks like a motorbike. And it's got one wheel in the front and two in the back. And they were denied going in there because they said it was a motorbike. And the people showed them the flyer, no, this is a scooter. And they still wouldn't let them in there. And so, you know, we were kind of talking about, what do you do? Nobody should be denied. And we got, as I said yesterday, we got elderly people, I'm talking 80s, 90s, who want to go to Joe B's, but they can't walk through that grocery store.
Well, isn't Joe B's owned by HEB?
Yeah, that's what
I
I
would
thought.
think that HEB would.
Now, HEB has them, you go there, they
Yeah,
got
but I
them.
would think that Mr. HEB would be interested and say, hey, maybe we need to take a look at this.
Yeah. And so,
What's that guy's name on TV with JJ Watt?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know his name, but yeah, I know you're talking about, he does all the
Call
commercials.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So don't call me, right?
No.
No, if you have any questions, I can't do anything. Other than
We gotta agree to-
Put us on hold and transfer us to someone.
No, anytime you want.
Yeah.
We're.
Oh, I think they would call me down there to get somebody in the Philippines.
So I'm gonna give you guys some brochures and stuff with their contact information, but we're there 9 to 5, there's always someone there to answer. And if there's not, we'll always get back to you. But we can't like advocate on your behalf, but we can tell you what the law is and how to keep on your own behalf. So since we're talking about like restaurants and stuff like that, one, we just jump to Title 3, which is what covers that specific section under the ADA. So we know that restaurants are covered, we know that like stores like Walmart and Target are covered. What about churches? Do you guys think churches are covered? Why not?
I've seen churches with just that, theft, I've never seen them with, you know, we can get up there.
Some of them do have, some of them don't.
Some, but
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
saying
they
not all.
run back.
But the question is, do they have to have it? Are
They should.
They should,
Yeah,
okay.
they should.
Well,
But do they have to under the ADA?
Probably not.
but is that a private type property that you're just visiting?
Well, it's open to the public, most churches, right? You know?
Yeah.
And then, so it's like,
It's like a store.
yeah, it's like any other public accommodation.
Yeah, but they're just like you open a church, you're tax exempt, so,
Yeah,
there might be something they fall under that.
but what about not-for-profits, they're kind of tax exempt too.
Right.
Are they covered by the ADA?
I don't know that.
They are, not-for-profits are, but churches are not.
They're not.
No,
We're-
there's
Don't
a,
they have to have,
They have handicap parking.
handicap parking?
You know, they don't have that, I mean, if you wanna get on top of the church, they don't necessarily.
But
they have
there's a
ramp.
reason why they have handicap parking.
Yeah, but I'm saying not all of them have a ramp, or you go to wheelchair, they got steps.
People ain't go to
What
church.
about
No, that's
But
about
you
the
got a
name.
lot of handicap people go
Well,
to
why
church.
not have
Yeah.
a handicap ramp?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it's weird.
well, the question is,
Some don't have
they
it.
should, it's good for business, like,
Yeah.
if that's what you want to call it.
Not all of them have a
Yeah, it
handicap.
is a business.
I was trying to figure out a nice way of saying that. Good for business.
Yeah. But, there's an exemption for religious organizations under the federal law, so under the ADA, churches can discriminate against you because of your disability. But good news, we're in Texas. And in Texas, we have a federal law that says that churches are covered by the state law. So, so if you find a church that's not accessible, they really should be under the state law. They don't have ramps and things like that.
So George, talk about the parking, since everybody was talking about handicap parking. Remember you asked about the vans, that sign that says van?
Yeah.
You might want to mention that.
Okay, I'll get to the part. So what Karen's talking about is like, when, you guys know that some parking spaces it says van accessible?
Yeah, I'll park vans when I know they're
Or
handicapped.
$200 fine.
Yeah.
I'll park where it says van parking, but it says
You get a van,
handicap. you know.
Sorry?
You get a van, walking in a van?
Well,
Depends on
I
the
got a handicap sticker.
Oh, yeah, that's me too, that's what I'm saying, 'cause I parked there before, and I got a handicap sticker.
yeah, so that's the thing, that van accessible thing, it just means that the space is bigger, but it doesn't have to be a van.
Oh, okay,
Any
you
car
can't
can
walk
park.
there.
And you park
I
the long
thought you
cab.
were making it all up.
Yeah, that's also fixing the thing, 'cause I know I parked many times.
Well,
I go
okay,
down
all
over
right.
there.
So you can park there where it says van?
Van accessible,
Oh,
if
you
you
got
don't have a
handicap.
van,
No, well,
yeah,
I don't have a van, but I do have the handicap.
yeah.
You
You
can
can park,
park, yeah.
you can park in the
Oh,
van
yeah,
accessible.
that's good. I don't, yeah, you didn't know either, huh?
No.
I've been
I
parked.
didn't know either, I parked there myself, also, I figured, if it's handicap, it's handicap, you know, van or no van.
Yeah.
I parked there many times.
It just means be courteous to a van.
Right.
Yeah, but it might be a van.
Yeah.
you
It'd
get
be
it.
Well, that's
courteous,
why I
'cause
wouldn't
that's
park
the
it, cause I
space.
figured it would be
You know.
for.
But I mean,
people
there ain't
that
no other
needed-
space for you to park.
Okay.
That's the only space, I mean, I'm not parked there.
Let me ask you guys something. What? Excuse me. How do you get your handicap thing? What do you do?
Go to the DMV.
Go to the DMV.
Oh, it doesn't
I
matter.
think
that's
Take
it.
your doctor,
It's
your
a
doctor.
doctor.
The doctor will write you a
Or,
prescription.
yeah, tax assessment.
Yeah, I think
Right.
the doctor.
You go to the tax
And
assessment,
first you gotta get a prescription from the doctor,
through the doctor.
and then you take it to where you get your license plates. for
Now,
your
make sure
car,
you tell them
your
that you want the
taxes.
blue handicap sticker, cause
Well,
that's permanent. The
well,
red one is temporary.
But I think that your doctor determines that
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
case that they.
Well,
do.
Well, yeah, that's
If
true.
you're
You
just.
can either have it for the plate or the
I
tag.
just want, I need to get a tag.
Yeah, you get it.
Last time I knew my leg wasn't growing back, so I think it's permanent.
If your disability is.
Your life rate ain't gonna double.
Right.
But once you get the one and you get the prescription, you go get it the first time, you don't have to do it anymore.
Your life rate ain't nothing but a dollar.
Renew it.
They charge $5.
But you gotta go every 4 years.
No, it's
to
free
renew
now.
it.
No, $5.
$1.
I just went and got it.
Really? They didn't charge me.
What did you get, the placard or the?
The
Plate.
blue, the
Well,
blue plaque.
Yeah, the placard,
They
they
charge
don't
them?
charge, the plate is what they charge for.
They
Yeah.
charge
Oh,
$1.